Hello, hello, hello. This is Michael Height, the Ministry Geek, with another Logos 8 user tip. Whenever we study a book of Scripture, it's important that we understand the overall background of the book. Who's writing, who they're writing to, when they were writing, what the purpose of the book was, and so on. And so Logos provides a tremendous tool for us that allows us to do that with any book of Scripture. It's called the Factbook, and Factbook is used for topical studies and a lot of things, but a book of Scripture can be a topic that we want to study. And when we do that, the Factbook kind of changes into a more customized tool that allows us to look at Bible books in a very different way. We can find the Factbook under the Tools menu. If you scroll down to Reference, you can see it here in the reference section of the tool menu. I can actually pin this to the top of this menu. If I right click on this, I can say pin to top. And now if I scroll to the top, you'll notice Factbook is right at the top of my tools menu. That's kind of a quick way to add a shortcut to the Factbook. So I can click on that and launch it. You can see I had done previously a topical study with the Factbook. But now if I just type in, for example, the Gospel of Mark, you'll notice I've got the writing of the Gospel of Mark, and when I click on the Gospel of Mark, I have all of these categories now change. I'm not so interested right now for the sake of this tip in media and events, but notice content. When I click on content, I have an overview of the book. These are all articles that give me an overview of the Gospel of Mark. I have a section on outlines. We'll come back to that later. And contents. As I scroll down, I have a section on origin. And when I look at origin, it breaks it down by authorship, date, and purpose. And these are actually links to all of the dictionaries, encyclopedias, commentaries that have articles on the authorship of this particular book, or on the date of this particular book, or on the purpose of this particular book. And if I just click more here, it'll give me a list of all of these articles that are related to the authorship of the Gospel of Mark. Your library will give you different results than mine, obviously. But if I click here on the Bible Knowledge Commentary, you'll notice I'm in an article on the authorship of the Gospel of Mark, and I can look at how that developed and who the author of that particular book was. I can change books very easily. If I choose Philippians, for example, I'd start to type Philippians, and notice the Epistle to the Philippians writing. I choose that one. And it changes again. Here we've got overviews, we've got outlines, but we've got the authorship, we've got the date, we've got the purpose. We even have the background, the historical context information, the recipients who talk about the church in Philippi, the location of writing, and so on. So all of this background information is collected for you in these fact books, and it makes it really powerful. Now, under content, one other one that I think is really cool is that you have this outline section. What this does is it goes through your entire library and it finds every place in your library of resources where there's an outline for the book of Philippians. For example, we'll look at this Worsby's expository outlines, and here's a proposed outline for the book of Philippians. If I look at the Bible exposition commentary and click on it, here's an outline for Philippians. And so while you'll want to do your own outline for these books, it certainly gives you a great resource to look at a general overall structure of the book. So you can get, if you scroll down in origin, you can get author, you can get date, you can get purpose. Then you can also get outlines for the book and start to explore the overall book before you dig into chapter 1, verse 1. So I hope this helps you as you study Bible books. We'll see you again next time for more tips on how to use Logos 8.